I'm looking forward to really just having this conversation and talk a little bit about wealth management and all those things. But before we get into that conversation, let's start from the jump. You're a part of Chicago. Tell me where you're from.
Well, I'm from the south side of Chicago. My parents got divorced when I was 3. And my dad lived in Prairie Shores, now called Bronzeville.
Yep.
And so I was there every weekend. And then my mom lived in Kenwood.
Okay.
And so I was there all throughout the week. And so that was my upbringing. My parents met at the University of Chicago Law School. My mom was the first black woman to graduate from the law school. Her grandfather, J.B. Stratford, owned the Stratford Hotel that was torn down and burned out, rather, and destroyed during the Tulsa Race Massacre over 100 years ago. So she saw her grandfather lose all of his wealth during that massacre. Her father was a pioneering lawyer who started the first Black Bar Association. And he also helped litigate the Hansberry versus Lee case in the Supreme Court to get rid of the restrictive covenants here. So on my mom's side, it was just one generation after another of highly motivated civil rights leaders, business leaders, people fighting for justice and economic parity in our country. My dad, on the other side, grew up in Knoxville, Tennessee, and lost both his parents by the time he was 12.
Oh, man.
And he came to Chicago to live with a kindly uncle after his parents had passed. And he ended up, started out as a short order cook, went to Chicago State, became a math teacher, and ultimately joined World War II as a fighter pilot. And was one of the original 28 Tuskegee Airmen.
Wow.
So I was just really fortunate to have these two pioneering parents who brought me up on the south side of Chicago.